2-2. Ellis needs to dial one in. Tension building here at Yakima County Stadium. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball game over. 2-1 victory. Pippins over Sweets.
The first homestand since the All-Star break for the Yakima Valley Pippins continues tonight as they host the Portland Pickles in Game 2 of a 3-game series. Welcome into Pippins Pregame, presented by the Washington's Lottery. I'm your voice of the Pippins, Harmon Johnson. And it was not the result Yakima Valley wanted last night, going toe-to-toe with the West Coast League's best team, the Portland Pickles. Portland led 4-1 after 2.5 innings of play, but Yakima Valley responded to a 3-run top of the third with a 5-run bottom of the third of their own, sending all 9 to the plate and scoring 5 runs on 6 hits to take a then 6-4 lead in the contest. The game would eventually be tied up at 7 apiece going to the bottom of the 7th inning, and then into the top of the 9th, the Pickles were able to score 3 runs to capture the lead, and that is how we would end the game 10-7, the Pippins falling in Game 1. But today they look to rebound and get back even in the series. Ty Pangborn is on the mound for Yakima Valley, making his first appearance since the All-Star break. He did pitch in 2/3 of an inning up in Bellingham, and now he is set to make his West Coast League leading 9th start of the season. He's also up there in innings pitched, sitting at 3rd in the South Division behind 3 fellow All-Stars, 2 from Bend and 1 from the Marion Berries. Well, coming up next on Pippins Pregame, we have the Bannerbank Yakima Valley Pippins starting lineup. But before we go, I have to apologize for wearing my sunglasses during the open today. It's a very bright day, and my eyes just could not take what the sun was giving off of the bleachers here. So again, apologies for the sunglasses, but we should be good tomorrow as some more clouds are expected overhead. Bannerbank starting lineups are next. You're watching Pippins Pregame, presented by the Washington's Lottery.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Welcome back to Pippins Pregame, presented by the Washington's Lottery. It's now time for the Bannerbank Yakima Valley Pippins starting lineups as announced by Pippins head coach Garrett DeGallier. Bannerbank goes to bat for the Pippins, and recently Newsweek named them one of America's best regional banks. If you're looking for a bank that knows the Yakima Valley, go and see Bannerbank, the longtime sponsor of the Yakima Valley Pippins. Leading off and playing center field is number 25, Dylan Anderson. Batting second and playing third base is number 10, Greg Luna. Batting third, playing left field, is number 40, Zechariah Samayoa. Cleaning it up and wearing number 20 is the first baseman, Julian Angulo. Batting fifth is the shortstop, number 12, Kyler Bittner. Batting sixth, Ethan Buckley, the catcher, wearing number 15. Batting seventh, Ethan Hogan, the second baseman today, wearing number 24. Batting eighth, Garen Guler, the designated hitter, wearing number 26, making his first start as a Yakima Valley Pippin. And batting ninth is Jack Varney, playing right field today and wearing number 46. Again for the Pippins, Anderson, Luna, Samayoa, Angulo, Bittner, Buckley, Hogan, Guler, and Varney. The pitcher on the mound for Yakima Valley is Ty Pangborn, making his 9th start of the season. We'll get you all of his numbers when the Portland Pickles come up to bat in the top of the first inning. Those are your Bannerbank Yakima Valley Pippins starters, and this has been Pippins Pregame, presented by the Washington's Lottery. First pitch is next. Stick with us.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses, because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With a new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Tequila makes her clothes.
One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio. Yeah.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop.
Somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
We apologize for any audio issues before we got on the stream. We should be good now as we get ready to go in game number 2 between the Yakima Valley Pippins and the Portland Pickles. So glad you're with us here on your Saturday night as game 2 is about ready to begin. A beautiful night here at the Orchard as the Pippins welcome the West Coast League's top team for the middle game of a 3-game series. The wind blowing in a little bit from right field. We're sitting currently in that mid-80s range. Depends on which outlook you look at. It's either 81 or 88. And so the temperature very comfortable. The wind speed anywhere from 13 to 15 with gusts up to 21. No chance of rain again expected tonight, although the baseball field would love a little bit of rain if it could get it. Humidity at a very comfortable 28%. Taking a look at the starter for Yakima Valley, Ty Pangborn is on the mound for the 9th time this season, making his West Coast League leading 9th start of the season. 2-1 record with that 3.78 ERA, coming off of 2/3 innings of work up at the All-Star game in Bellingham. 39 innings pitched on the regular season. 31 strikeouts to only 18 walks. You see 20 there, a couple of those from the non-league contest against the Northwest Star Nighthawks. Ty looking to bounce back after what was a decent start for him against the Bend Elks. Was able to go 6 innings. Did not qualify for the win as he left trailing, but in that game, the Pippins would come back and earn the victory over the Elks. Portland will send out Petey Soto Jr. first, followed by Joey Wright, Tony Otis, Bryson Glasgow, and Josh Schleikart. Luis Castillo is in the lineup today. Not a surprise after 2 home runs last night. Brett Williams will be doing the catching. He's batting 7th. Braden Wooldridge and Grafton Stroop round out Mark Magdaleno's batting order. Ty has the ball ready to go to face Petey Soto Jr. You see the Pippins wearing their baby blue tops with blue caps today. Those were just rolled out right before the game. First pitch upstairs a minute behind at 6:36 p.m. We are underway. Gorgeous mid-80s day here at the Orchard. Ty unable to steal a strike there. He's behind in the count, 2-0. Soto Jr. playing second base today, was originally tabbed as the shortstop, but made a swap with Joey Wright as he pops one foul out of play. Batting .289 after going 0 for 4 yesterday. Recorded the final out in the 9th inning before the Pippins were unable to score 3 in the bottom of the 9th. He's watched 3 down and away from Ty Pangborn. Content to draw his walks. Both of the times he had a free pass last night, he would come around to score. As Ty loses him, the fastball not in the strike zone, and it's a leadoff base runner aboard to start the game. So here is the aforementioned Joey Wright. I mentioned Wright was originally tabbed to play second base today, but he will be doing the shortstop's duties. Soto Jr. filling the hole at second where Kyle McDaniel normally would be, but as we mentioned last night, McDaniel away from the team for this series, dealing with a death in the family. On the ground to Luna, this might be 2. Going to second for 1, Hogan, the quick turn to Angulo, and just like that, 2 are down after the leadoff walk. That'll come as a relief to Ty Pangborn. Pippins unable to capitalize a couple of ground balls like that yesterday. Easy turn for Luna, 5 on to 4, on to 3. So 2 away for Tony Otis. Hitting in the 3 spot again, a ground ball to Luna. Ty Pangborn's going to get a quick first inning of work. After allowing the leadoff walk, he faces the minimum. And the Pippins bats are coming up to bat next in a scoreless game.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
After a very quick top of the first inning on defense, the Yakima Valley Pippins now getting ready to bat for the first time. They will send up Dylan Anderson, Greg Luna, and Zach Samayoa to face Dylan Smith, the right-hander from Northern Colorado, a native of Bakersfield, California. A 2-0 record. This is his 4th season in summer baseball, 3rd with the Portland Pickles. A 1.54 ERA to go along with that perfect 2-0 record. 22 strikeouts, only 5 walks, going to be around the strike zone. Anderson lays off and is ahead in the count 1-0. Dylan batting .278, picked up his 40th hit of the season last night, going 3 for 5. Swing and a miss, similar pitch, evens up the count. Anderson, one of the 3 lefties that will face the right-handed throwing Dylan Smith. Unable to locate there. And it's 2-1. In contrast to Dave Canales' larger strike zone last night, Dylan Self will have a much more tight strike zone. Fouled off the mitt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One of the interesting pairings of these two umpires. Canales definitely more expansive with his strike zone. Dylan Self, a very tight zone, especially with right-handed throwers. As Anderson lifts one sky high over into foul territory, ranging over Glasgow, but he will run up against the netting. And Dylan Anderson stays alive. As always, with any umpire, you have to adjust to the zone. Certainly, both sides of the plate were unable to fully adjust to Dave Canales last night. As Anderson stays alive. You saw with that 5-pitch walk to Petey Soto Jr. that Pangborn was just missing. Dylan Smith, a couple of close calls already here in his first batter as he ultimately wins it against Dylan Anderson. First strikeout for Dylan Smith. The Pippins have seen Dylan Smith once already. And in fact, you could call it his worst outing of the summer. Went 4 1/3 against the Pippins back on June 18th. Gave up 4 runs, but only one of them was earned. That was in that 17-4 victory in the middle game of that series. As Luna, swings one back up the middle. Soto Jr. ranging. He's very quick to throw on to first, gets away. Mark Grange says hold up. And an early miscue by Soto Jr. puts a batter aboard with only 1 out. Luna did not want to swing at this pitch. You're going to see the check swing, dribbles right past Smith. They will give Greg Luna a hit there, saying that he would have beat the throw. So an early infield single. Puts a batter aboard for Zach Samayoa. Swings first pitch. We saw that a lot yesterday. Behind in the count, 0-1. Zach did pick up his first hit last night. The first fielder's choice back in the first inning was actually ruled a single. And so Zach got a single in his first at-bat, batting .200 after going 0 for 4 the rest of the night yesterday. Not in time to nab Luna over at first. Dylan Smith was talking about that last start. Gave up 3 hits and 2 walks and struck out 4, but gave up 4 runs back on June 18th. This pitch is drilled out towards the scoreboard, but ranging over is Woldridge, who will make the catch a few steps to his left. So 2 away. That'll bring up Julian Angulo. You turn the scorebook back to June 18th, and you look at what happened in that game. Portland committed 2 errors, including an error in that 5th inning. 2 errors, in fact, in that 5th inning that allowed a couple of runners to score, and that ultimately forced Smith out of the ballgame. Angulo back up the middle. Soto Jr. ranges. He slides. The flip to second is in time, and that will end the inning. No score after 1. The Pippins and the Pickles in Game 2 of a 3-game series.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, oh, you have braces? They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
What's your pizza?
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza. Saving relationships since 1996.
The new Sage Spa is now open at Legends Casino Hotel, offering a variety of invigorating and relaxing options. Call the spa now to book your reservation and prepare to be pampered.
Ty Pangborn back out to the mound after a very quick first inning of work. You take a look back at the play-by-play. Petey Soto Jr. had a 5-pitch at-bat, drawing a walk. And then on the very next pitch, a 5-4-3 double play, got 2 quick outs. Then on the pitch after that, it was a 5-3 put-out. So 5 pitches to Soto Jr., then 2 the rest of the inning. My quick math says that's 7. And I'm sure Ty Pangborn will take that all throughout tonight's contest. First pitch to Bryson Glasgow was upstairs. Glasgow batting .283 on the season. There's a breaking ball. Pangborn evens the count. Ty's given up 45 hits on the season. Struck out 31. That tells you he's around the strike zone just like Smith is. He's had a little more success when runners have gotten aboard, unlike counterparts like Trevor Kaiser. Corked into left field. That's down for a hit. First one of those of the ball game for the Portland Pickles. Bryson Glasgow continues to hit well in this series. 1 for 4 yesterday, now 1 for 1 today. And now, arguably the most dangerous part of this Portland order, the 5 and the 6 hole. Josh Schleichart will be the batter, and then following him will be Luis Castillo. A couple of home run talent. First pitch is strike. Pangborn going to challenge Schleichart. Take a look at his numbers. The .326 batting average, but those 15 home runs and, of course, the 50 RBI are near West Coast League single-season records. In fact, the home run is a tie for the record. He needs one more to break the record as Pangborn with that snap throw on to first. Just a little bit wide. Ty's been working on that. Was able to pick off 3 runners in each of his last 2 games. Of course, Josh Schleichart, a very difficult man to get out. 45 runs scored, meaning he will take his walks as well. He's drawn 19 walks to go along with 44 hits. On-base percentage currently sitting at .455, getting on nearly half of his plate appearances. Fouls back the breaking ball. But you go back to Ty Pangborn's last start against the Portland Pickles, way back in the month of June. He started the final game of that series. He struck out Schleichart in the first inning and then forced a fly out in the 4th. Before allowing a walk in the 5th inning that would allow Schleichart to score. 1-2 drops below the zone. Looked like a pretty good pitch from Ty, but not called by Dylan Self. Again, it will be a very tight strike zone. Part of that could have also been Ethan Buckley dropping the baseball here in his 8th straight game catching for the Pippins. Even count. A throw to first, again wide. Angulo unable to even apply a tag. Ty's pickoff move frustrated the Walla Walla Sweets down at Borleski Stadium. Picked off 2 runners. Dances outside. The count will run full. You'd love to see Ty get the first out against Schleichart and then give the opportunity for a double play to end the inning against Castillo. Throw to first. Tag is late. Ty is paying close attention to these Portland Pickle runners. You look at their running statistics. Their leader on the team has 10. That's Lewis. The pitch is downstairs, ball 4. Runner was off, but it does not matter. A walk will put 2 aboard and nobody out. Josh Schleichart able to draw the free pass. So now up steps Luis Castillo. Absolute behemoth of a bat. Came off the bench in the 7th inning yesterday. Hit a solo home run to the opposite field. And then when he got to hit for the second time in the top of the 9th inning, hit a 2-run bomb, 110 off the bat. That gave the Pickles a 3-run lead. Takes the first pitch outside at 91 from Pangborn. Ty has looked good in the regular season when he's been in trouble. Minimal runs allowed. That's going to be the key here with nobody out and 2 aboard. As now the count is even. A ball and a strike. With the offensive prowess of the Portland Pickles, it's going to be very hard to get out of this inning scoreless. But if you can limit them to 1 and give your offense a chance with 8 innings left to play. Up near the head, Castillo ducks out of the way. Luis now batting .322 on the season with 6 home runs after the 2 long balls last night. Upstairs, 3-1. Brett Williams, the catcher, waits on deck. Certainly not as quality of a bat, but anybody in this lineup is dangerous. A 3-1 on the way from Pangborn. That's dotted for strike 2 to run the count full. In his last start, Pangborn did not strike out anybody. Went 6 innings with no strikeouts against the Bend Elks. With 2 aboard, the payoff pitch, a swing and a miss. There's the first K for Ty Pangborn. The runners take an extra base, but a very important first out here in the 2nd inning. You'll sacrifice those 2 base running positions if that means that Brett Williams hits with 1 out. Again, very unlikely you get out of this inning without allowing a run. You might see Williams squaring to bunt here, but if you can limit the damage, you've won the inning. There's a first pitch strike. Pangborn breaking out the slider to the 7-hole hitter, Brett Williams. From St. Mary's, down in California. Was on the bench yesterday. Pangborn ahead in the count. That fastball's been living at 90 miles an hour. A different energy being poured out against a team that a lot of the West Coast League has had trouble beating. The 0-2 with 1 out, fouled back. Hits one of the speakers on its way down to the ground. Pickles with their traveling back kid. I believe his name is Ralphie. He was at the All-Star festivities doing some pregame interviews.
Another foul ball out of play. That one will find the concourse over by the grill. Looking at Brett Williams' numbers, the .226 batting average certainly stands out, but he's only played in 10 games. Played on the June 18th game against Yakima Valley, came in a pinch hit role and was 0 for 1. Puts this one high off the ground. Pangborn gloves it. He throws home, but it is late. Tried to steal the out at the plate, but instead it'll be runners at the corners. Where did this ball hit on the infield? That was a high chop. Right off the lip of the grass. Did you see that? Good job to keep it on the infield and throw a dart to Buckley, but runners are at the corner. Still only one out. Throw to first. It is not in time, according to Dave Canales. Pangborn's got that really good pickoff move. Squares to bunt does Braden Woldridge. Ty's going to flip to first and get the only out he can. Another run crosses. It's 2-0 Portland, but there are 2 outs. So give Woldridge a sacrifice. That brings up the 9-hole hitter, Grafton Strope, making his regular season debut, similarly to Zane Garvey last night. Played in the non-league contest right after the All-Star game. There's a first pitch strike. Strope from Western Oregon, but a native of Hartford, South Dakota. Waves and misses there, 0-2. Pangborn looking for his second strikeout after facing the minimum in the first. Had to work a little bit here. 2 runs on the board on 2 hits. Another runner in scoring position is Brett Williams. The 0-2. Swing and foul tipped right into the mitt. Pangborn does get 2 punchies, and that retires the side. The Pickles get 2 runs on their first 2 hits of the game. They leave 1 on the base paths, and we go to the bottom of the second. 2-0 Portland.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses, because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With the new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Bottom 2 here at the Orchard. Kyler Bittner, Ethan Buckley, and Ethan Hogan are up to bat. Last night for Kyler, the Fresno State commit, 2 for 4, had an RBI single back in the third.
He's going to cork the first one on the left side. Right, the new shortstop, sends it across with a solid throw for out number 1. Well, last night, Yakima Valley did get 7 runs on 11 hits. They held Portland to 10 hits, but unfortunately 2 of them left the yard. And the Pippins committed 3 errors in the 9th inning. That allowed Portland to take the lead. As Ethan Buckley strolls to the plate, continuing to find his way into the lineup every day in that catching position as he takes strike 1 from Dylan Smith. Smith likes to work quickly up there on the mound as Buckley sends a high drive out towards the gap. Coming in is Wooldridge. He will make the catch in front of Tony Otis. So 3 pitches and 2 outs here in the 2nd inning. Ethan Hogan going to try and extend the inning. Hogan back at second base tonight. Gage Reeser is still out with an illness. Hoping to have him back tomorrow. Smith pumps 89 right across the heart of the plate. Of course, if he's not healthy tomorrow, then of course he has the off day on Monday. As Hogan slices one over towards his dugout. And then the Pippins begin their 6-game road trip down to Salem and Corvallis to play the Marion Berries and the Corvallis Knights. Outside, 91 on the radar gun for Dylan Smith, an all-star up in Bellingham. Long pause. That was 1-2. On the ground to second. Soto Jr., an easy throw on to first. And the side retired quietly. Pippins down in order. 2-0 Portland as we go to the 3rd.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about Westside Pizza?
I love Westside Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
Westside Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. Westside Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
The new Sage Spa is now open at Legends Casino Hotel, offering a variety of invigorating and relaxing options. Call the spa now to book your reservation and prepare to be pampered.
Well, it was a quick rest for Tai Pangborn as after 6 pitches from Dylan Smith, the Pippins pitcher has to make his way back out to the mound. He faces the top of the order, who he retired technically in order. Got the walk to Soto Jr. and then turned a 5-4-3 double play. And then Luna helped him out again with the ground out by Tony Otis. It's 2-0 as we head to the top of the 3rd. Cloud cover starting to set in. That shadow for the banners out to our left is no longer visible on the field as the lights start to turn on at the Orchard. A much welcome mid-80s day with cloud cover today. The breeze also helping to keep everybody cool. Foul tip, it's now 1-2. Certainly much better weather than we had for the Bend series when it was 101 on Sunday.
Towering shot into foul territory. Luna ranging over, up against the netting. Does he have room? It lands right on top of the netting. And so instead, it's just a foul ball. Ball was launched up into the air, a 65-degree exit angle off the bat of Petey Soto Jr. Luna knew he had a chance if the wind would blow it back his direction, but ended up being right on top of the netting. Pangborn responds with a dotted fastball on the outer third. 3 strikeouts now for Ty as Soto Jr. retired for the first time. Good to see the strikeout stuff working for Ty today. Now Joey Wright grounded out on the first pitch he saw. Takes the first one outside here. We've seen a lot of that so far in this game. First pitch swinging. Both sides. Ethan Buckley out on the first pitch. Ethan Hogan out on 2 pitches. Second pitch here is fouled away. Certainly helps the pace of the ball game when hitters are swinging early. It's a welcome sight for a pitcher as well. You don't want to be out there any longer than you have to be. Roped out towards short. Kyler Bittner's up with it. The throw across. Varney stretches for out number 2. Garrett DeGallier delivering the fresh supply of baseballs to Dylan Self. Allows Tony Otis to dig in. Grounded out on his first pitch that he saw back in the first inning. Pangborn misses upstairs by just a hair. Talking about Luna over at third, he put in a lot of extra work at the start of batting practice today to get that third base position down. Has committed 6 errors since joining the team, all of them at that third base position. Of course, he was dealing with a little bit of a finger injury when he first came. Pangborn behind in the count, 2-1. Oh, Scott T meeting his public. Scott T was recently at the All-Star festivities. Did not make the podium for the mascot competition, so we're very disappointed in him. High towering shot out towards the shallow part of left field. Bittner is going to range first on the grass, now on the dirt, as the wind blows it back towards the infield. A 1-2-3 frame for Ty Pangborn. We go to the bottom of the third. 2-0, the Pickles are in front.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus, save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
A local bat starting us off here in the third inning as Garen Guler sends a shot right to Petey Soto Jr.
for out number 1. Didn't even get a chance to introduce the Natchez Washington native from Yakima Valley College, as there's quickly 1 out. Brings up Jack Varney. He had a triple last night. That is his second 3-bagger of the season, as he takes the first pitch for a strike from Dylan Smith. After Varney will be Dylan Anderson, the top of the Yakima Valley order. Jack has been able to find his way on base quite a lot since joining the team. A walk and a triple yesterday. He's currently on a 3-game hitting streak. The 2 prior games of that hitting streak were both multi-hit contests. So Jack continuing to produce there at the bottom of the Pippins order. Ahead in the count here, 3-1. He'd be content to draw a free pass. Almost serving as the second leadoff man for the leadoff hitter Anderson. But instead, Smith will run the count full right at the bottom of the strike zone. Varney taps his chest, apologizing to Dylan Self. Not trying to show up the umpire. That one definitely missed, though. And so Jack will be aboard with a 1-out walk. So Yakima Valley now starting their second trip as we take a look at that last pitch from Dylan Smith. Just missed there. Called a strike. That bottom of the zone's been a little bit questionable. First pitch strike to Dylan Anderson. And if there is a spot for an umpire to have difficulty, it is the bottom of the strike zone. You've got the catcher in the way some of the time. Breaking pitches especially. Anderson sends one a mile high onto the left side. Into foul territory is Stropin right. It will be Wright making a basket attempt and securing the catch for out number 2. Almost got turned around there in foul territory. But it does record the second out. Seen a lot of high hit contact. That was 60-degree launch angle from Dylan Anderson. You're going to see Wright come all the way in from shortstop and turn his glove over at the last second. Greg Luna takes high and tight. Luna singled back in the first on a very tough play for Soto Jr. to make, charging into the grass. Count back to even, 1-1. That's something that Dylan Smith does not do often, like we saw with Jack Varney, is allow multiple balls outside the strike zone. Throw over, not in time. He is very quick to get back into the strike zone after missing. That's what makes him effective as a pitcher. Taking off is Varney. Called a strike. The tag applied in time. Dave Canales rings up Jack Varney, and Dylan Smith ends up facing the minimum. We go to the middle innings, 2-0. The Portland Pickles are in front here at the Orchard.
Tequila makes her clothes. One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Hey, yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio, yeah.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop.
Somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
Top of the fourth inning already here at the Orchard. Ty Pangborn back to work. He will face the middle part of the Portland order. Bryson Glasgow, Josh Schleichart, and Luis Castillo. As we take a look at the standings in the South Division of the West Coast League, Portland and Corvallis currently sitting tied at the top, 8-2. Portland, of course, won the first half of the season, so they have a playoff bid waiting for them. Portland also at the top of the overall standings. You see Yakima Valley at 2-8. In the middle, though, it gets interesting as the Cowlitz Black Bears, the Bend Elks, the Marion Berries, and the Walla Walla Sweets are all looking for that playoff bid. Cowlitz would have to win the second half as they are clear down in 8th place in the overall standings, but Bend, Marion, and Walla Walla are all right there for the wild card spots. First pitch strike to Bryson Glasgow. Singled back in the second inning. Stole third base and would eventually score on the RBI single by Brett Williams. Pangborn's got him behind in the count 0-2. Glasgow did get a hit yesterday and scored twice. He also flew out and grounded out. He sends one foul here. Pangborn looking for his fourth strikeout. Not going to get it there on the pitch just outside. Last night, maybe a strike. Tonight, with the tighter strike zone, not to be. Off the end of the bat, foul. Pangborn's got Bryson Glasgow thinking outside. That was evident by that late foul swing to just get a piece of the bat on it. A line drive into center. Dylan Anderson will hold up and make the catch. Out number one here in the fourth. Anderson adjusting to center field quite nicely. Only one error committed out there. He was the right fielder for a majority of the season, as now Josh Schleichart stands in for his second trip to the plate. Walked in the second, scored the second run as he takes the first pitch upstairs. Recently just committed to the University of Oregon, staying close to his home in Tigard, Oregon. Downstairs, 2-0. Pangborn still looking for his next stop in his baseball career, was most recently at Akron. He's behind in the count, 3-0 here to Schleichart. A couple of slower fastballs at 88 miles an hour. Loses in ball four. That's maybe a byproduct of the power you know Schleichart has. You don't want to give him a good pitch. And so Josh is aboard for the second time today without the benefit of a hit. And Luis Castillo, who struck out against Pangborn back in the second inning, is standing in. Most definitely a fastball hitter. And Pangborn's got a decent one at 90. Starts him off with a breaking ball that's lifted out towards left. Coming in is Samayoa, and he makes the catch. Able to take advantage of the early swinging of Luis Castillo. Caught him out in front. And now Brett Williams with 2 outs and a man at first.
Williams, a native of Carlsbad, California. Pitch bounces off of Buckley's gear and over towards the foul territory in front of the Pippins dugout. Josh Schleichart takes second. First season in summer ball for Williams. After spending 17 games with St. Mary's, picking up 14 hits for the Gales. Over 40 at-bats. Breaking ball drops in. Evens up the count. Williams, a physics major. Not only can he play ball, but he's one smart cookie. Good block by Ethan Buckley. He and Ian Armstrong both attended the same high school. Another one of those St. Mary's Gales. Served as the backup catcher to Armstrong. This one's on the ground to second. Hogan, a looping throw, but it's in time to get Brett Williams, the catcher, running down the line. 3.5 in the books, 2-0 Portland. Pippins offense looking to wake up.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With the new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
The Yakima Valley Pippins have paired up with Les Schwab Tires to pack a backpack. Help our students in our community who are in need of school supplies. For every $10 donation at the ballpark from now until the end of the season, donors will receive one 2025 general admission ticket for free. That ticket will be valid for that night's game or any game in the future. Pippins will have 7 home games left after tonight. So consider helping out. All donations will go to the Yakima School District. On the ground over to third. Strope in his debut fires a low missile across the diamond for out number 1. That'll bring up Zach Samayoa. No stranger to summer baseball. This is his 3rd season playing in the summer. His first was spent in the Independence League, which is in the Midwest. Got to give a shout out to the Fremont Moo, a team which the team I worked for, the North Platte Plainsmen, played against multiple times. Samayoa in 37 games in Fremont, which is just north of the capital of Lincoln. Batted .254, had 31 hits, including 3 home runs, and 26 driven in. Took a year off, and then in the summer of 2024, played for the Frederick Keys in Maryland in the MLB Draft League. Sends a line drive back up the middle. Soto Jr. can't play the hop. And Samayoa has his second hit as a Yakima Valley Pippin. There's that production for Zek. His 35th hit in summer baseball. So interesting to see the stories of these guys who come up through the ranks. Many see the West Coast League as kind of an ultimate destination for premier talent. See a lot of D1 and D2 players in this league, but they got to start somewhere, and places like the Independence League are good starting grounds. Foul ball into the stands, right off the sidewall. The scramble won by that kid with the Nike swoosh. Of course, if you're good enough to play in the MLB Draft League, even for a few games, means you're getting looked at, and Samayoa over there at first certainly has the build for it as he goes a quick throw over to first, not in time. We've seen a couple of close pickoff plays from both pitchers now. One and one to Julian Angulo, but first to check over to first again. Said first twice. Sometimes the tongue just says what it wants. Another check, 3 in a row now from Smith. The first one was close. The last two have not been. There goes the runner. Angulo puts it in play. Past the first glove of Smith. The throw from Soto Jr.'s in time to nab Angulo. A run moves up 90 feet. Samayoa in scoring position. 55 off the bat of Angulo. Just trying to put the ball in play. He does. Smith almost got there. And then Soto Jr. a quick recovery and a bare hand throw. That is not an easy play. Kyler Bittner with a chance to drive in his 9th run of the season. Takes a first pitch slider for strike one. Bittner grounded out early in his first at-bat in the second inning. Outside ball number one. That ground out was to right at short. Started off that second frame. High shot to the middle part of left field. It's caught by Wooldridge, and the side will be retired. The Pippins strand their second base runner. We go to the top of the 5th, 2-0, moving right along.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about Westside Pizza?
I love Westside Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
Westside Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. Westside Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
The new Sage Spa is now open at Legends Casino Hotel. offering a variety of invigorating and relaxing options. Call the spa now to book your reservation and prepare to be pampered.
Top of the middle inning here at Yakima County Stadium. Stepping up to the plate first will be another veteran of the baseball circuit, both in the summer and collegiately. Braden Woldridge has played 3 years with UC Davis. He's also spent 2 summers playing baseball, including last summer with the West Hampton Aviators in West Hampton, New York, a part of the Hamptons Collegiate League. And, of course, this summer with the Portland Pickles as he takes a pitch near his kneecaps for ball 1. Across all levels, he has played in 167, now 168 games, which is a lot for a college student. You think about MLB playing 162 games of the regular season plus a good amount in spring training as well. But in the grand scheme of college, where you play 50 games or somewhere around there in the spring, as he's going to tattoo one out towards Samayoa, who makes the catch for out number 1. That 167 games looks impressive because, again, you are only playing 50 games in the spring and potentially maybe a maximum of 50 in the summer. As Grafton Stroop from Western Oregon digs in. First pitch misses. Ty Pangborn unable to get ahead in the count. Stroop spent 2 seasons with Umpqua Community College in Roseburg, Oregon. As he pounds one into the ground over to second. Hogan's going to come up firing and retire out number 2. Ethan was also working hard during batting practice at that second base position. Pippins trying to cut down on their errors. As now P.D. Soto Jr. up for the 3rd time. The Pippins do lead the West Coast League in errors, which is not a statistic you really want to be leading any league in, with 83 on the season. High fly ball out towards center field. Anderson settles under it and makes the catch to retire the side. Halfway home. Not even an hour in to this ball game. It's 2-0. Bottom of the 5th is next.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus, save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
Dare I say that we have a pitcher's duel brewing here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ethan Buckley takes a first pitch strike from Dylan Smith. Through 5, Ty Pangborn has thrown 65 pitches. Smith induces a fly ball to center. Tony Otis ranging back to make the catch for out number 1. Smith's done him one better. 31 strikes to only 12 balls. That's good for 43 pitches here working in the 5th inning. And so both of these arms are getting quick outs and quick innings. Portland has sent 3 batters to the plate in the 1st, 3rd, and the 5th. Yakima Valley in the 2nd and the 3rd. That's a ground ball out towards second. Soto Jr. initially falls back and now makes the throw for out number 2. And there's a prime example of it right there. A first pitch swing from Ethan Hogan. A second pitch swing from Ethan Buckley. And now Smith is 1 out away without getting even anywhere close to the triple or the double digits in this inning. That'd be crazy if you had triple digits in an inning. And we saw this with the supposed bullpen game on Sunday that the Bend Elks were going to have. They sent out Kyler Bacosa thinking he would get 2, 3, maybe 4 innings. He ended up going 5 and probably could have gone an inning or more into that game. Timely hits, timely pitching. 2 of the biggest factors in games like this one. Foul ball out of play by Garen Guler. From not too far away from here on Highway 12, Natchez, Washington. On Highway 12, en route to the White Pass. Now 2-2. I drove that road a couple of weeks ago. Definitely has a few twists and turns, but it's a very pretty drive if you ever have a chance to head out the west side of Yakima. 2-2. Smith misses high and tight. And so Guler doing a good job of putting together a longer at bat. This will be pitch number 6. And it misses outside. Inning will continue for Jack Varney. Guler able to get aboard for the first time as a Pippin. And this is a man you want at the plate right now. Yes, he is batting in the 9 hole, but he's very comfortable down there at the bottom of the lineup. He's been on 3 times in this series. Jack Varney batting .276 after drawing the walk in the 3rd inning. He was caught stealing to end that frame, though, as he's late on the fastball. Smith is still pumping it in at 90, and understandably so. He just crossed the 50-pitch threshold. Still got plenty of gas left in the tank. Varney sends it foul. Decent crowd has turned out tonight. Of course, we had fireworks last night as the home season is winding down for the Pippins. .02, staying alive. Jack at Westcliff University, where he will be a senior. Had previous stops in the community college ranks. .02 again, staying alive. Good fight being put up by Varney. And you've got to see the Pippins doing this a couple more times throughout the next 2 innings or so as Smith's pitch count continues to rise. Got to put together some long at-bats, even if you don't win those long at-bats. Anything to get into the bullpen. Down and in, Guler takes off. The throw down gets over towards center field, but cut off by Soto. I didn't see if Guler was running on the pitch. If he's not, it will be a wild pitch. If he was, it's a stolen base. Runner in scoring position for Jack, the 1-2. Called strike 3 at the bottom of the strike zone. We are through 5. The Pickles and Dylan Smith continue to dominate. It's 2-0.
Yeah, tequila makes her clothes. One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio. Yeah.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop.
Somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
Well, after today, the Portland Pickles remain in town for Sunday's Game 3, 5:05 p.m. first pitch. We'll have pregame at around 4:55 right here in the same spot you're watching this game right now. And then the Pippins start a 6-game road trip, 3 down at Chemeketa Baseball Field against the Marion Berries. All 3 of those games are at 6:35 p.m. We'll be on the radio and the Mixler stream at around 6:20. And then the road trip continues down in Corvallis. A quick trip from Salem to Corvallis for the Yakima Valley Pippins as they close out the month of July. Joey Wright does offer at that bunt. It's strike 1. Ty Pangborn continues to work here in the 6th inning. There are a few bodies stirring down in the Pippins bullpen. As a line shot foul over towards the bullpen of the Pickles. Moves the count to 0-2. Pangborn sitting on 3 strikeouts. His season high is 7. Just got a piece of it. And the count remains 0-2. Joey Wright, a couple of ground outs today. One of them a double play. The other one a routine ground ball over to Kyler Bittner. Unable to locate that fastball. So although the fact that Pangborn is currently losing the pitcher's duel, it's still a good outing for him as this pitch is foul, right over towards lefties. You'd love to see Pang get through this inning and then at least one more. Rebounding from a less than ideal appearance in the All-Star game. Did actually take the loss, giving up 4 runs in his first inning, only inning of work, the 3rd. But he's looked good tonight. The 2 runs are the only blemish. Back up the middle, Bittner ranging. He dives, it's past his glove. 3rd hit of the ball game for the Pickles. And the leadoff batter is aboard. Nothing that Kyler could do about that one. It was a well-located pitch. Eddie Kribbe going to have a chat. Right off the mound, Bittner laid out as best he could. And so now the Pippins will convene up on the hill. Maybe just a little bit of a catch-your-breath type meeting. Certainly not the highest pressure that Pangborn has seen tonight.
Tony Otis waits to hit. It's kind of an odd way to prepare for your at-bat, mentally preparing in the right-hand batter's box. Whatever it takes, as the meeting will break up. Dylan Self out to pull Ethan Buckley back behind the dish. It's Ty Pangborn. I was told that there could be potential for Ty to have a longer leash if the game is not out of hand. Certainly not out of hand here. From the stretch, the first pitch to Otis is a changeup cut on and missed. Ty is a very effective changeup user. Sometimes he does leave them hanging. And that's when hitters will make him pay, but more often than not, he locates well as he misses with the fastball. Hector Infante is the third base coach, giving the signs to Tony Otis. First base coach is Griffin Williams, who is also the catching coach. Throw over, not in time. Pangborn's had a couple of quick snap moves, but the throw has just been a little bit upstairs or a little bit wide, not allowing Angulo to apply a tag. Breaking ball fooled him. 1-2 to Tony Otis. He steps out. I think he's confused on what pitch might be next. You see that sometimes with hitters. When a pitcher has good sequencing, they look silly. Throw over. Tag applied, but it is late. Pangborn at the very least trying to keep Joey Wright honest at first. If he is going to take off, trying to get as minimal jump as possible. Another throw, tag quickly applied, it's not in time. These Pickles runners have been very careful against Pangborn, but what they lack in big leads is good wheels. So they don't have to necessarily get a huge lead to get a good jump. Mile-high fly ball out towards left field. Samayoa drifting over. He's going to catch it moving forward and get the ball in quickly to prevent Wright from taking second. There's one away. Gives Bryson Glasgow a chance to hit with a runner aboard. Glasgow, the first baseman. 1 for 2 today, a single, a stolen base, a run scored, and then a line drive to center field that was caught by Dylan Anderson. Another chance over at first. It is late. There is no disengagement rule if you're picking off in the West Coast League. If you step off twice, then you might be charged with a pitch timer violation, but it's not like the Major League rule where if you step off at all 2 times, it's an automatic ball. And I guess the rule actually is if you step off a 3rd time and do not successfully pick off, then it is the automatic ball or an automatic base. That's the rule in the major leagues. We go with the college rule here. You can pick off as many times as you want. You still can't just disengage as many times as you want. There is a limit to that. (2-0) at the top of the strike zone. Makes it 2-1. And I personally like the you can pick off as many times as you want rule, but there are still possibilities that you can get called for a pitch violation if you're just stepping off. Runner takes off, swing and a miss. Strong throw from Buckley to the right side of the bag. The tag applied. It is out. Dave Canales made sure that Kyler Bittner hung on to the baseball. And there's 2 away. Ethan Buckley nabs another. That's been one of the more impressive parts of watching Ethan over this 8-game catching streak is he has a cannon. That's actually Ethan Hogan applying the tag. So 2 away, 2 balls, and 2 strikes. Pangborn back to the windup. Count will run full. You love seeing Buckley throw out those base runners, getting some extra outs on the base paths. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Pangborn firing up his dugout as he's through 6. 2 runs allowed. Pippins bats up to work next.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With the new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
In a surprise move to, I think, everybody but the Pickles dugout, Ryder Edwards is going to enter this ball game. Dylan Smith goes 5 innings in under 60 pitches. Faces the order twice. Dylan Anderson grounds the first pitch over to first. Glasgow bobbles it again. The flip is not in time. The baseball is dropped. Dylan Anderson is aboard, greets Ryder Edwards very rudely. They will give that an error to the first baseman. First one of those committed by Glasgow. You see him bobble once, bobble twice. The flip was not in time, and then the baseball was dropped. Ryder Edwards coming in for his 7th game, all of them out of the bullpen. He was an all-star as well, so the Pickles go from one all-star to another on the mound. A 4-0 record out of the pen, though, for Edwards, a long reliever. He's gone 5 innings twice, 4 2/3 once, and 3 once. A throw to first. The tag is not in time. Dylan Anderson able to just get back. Edwards was most recently at George Fox University, but announced within the last 24 hours that he will be attending the University of Oregon, along with Josh Schleichart, this next season. Another throw. This tag applied. Again, not in time. So both pitchers paying close attention to base runners at first. Dylan Anderson does have 4 swiped bags on the season. First pitch to Luna misses outside. Greg on the day, 1 for 2. But I'm still surprised at the Dylan Smith exit. Unless they're trying to save him for an early midweek game. The count evens up. That move just doesn't quite make sense to me. Here's a pitcher faced 18 batters, 5 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts in a 2-0 game with under 70 pitches. Now out of the ball game. Poke out towards right. Schleichart going back. He'll circle around and make the catch. He has to double take on the throw, though. That allows Anderson to scamper back to first. 1 down here in the 6th. Brings up Zek Samayoa. Gets a word of advice from Greg Luna. Zek singled back in the 4th. Likes to swing at the first pitch, so we'll see if he's patient here or if he's going to attack. Throw over. Not in time. Edwards, similarly to Smith and Pangborn, have a good pickoff move. There's been a lot of close plays at first, and if there was an umpire over there, I think some of them might be different. Fouled back. He was swinging first pitch. That is the difficulty for Dave Canales, standing in the B position out there between first and second base, is he does not quite have the best angle of when the tag is applied. He can see when the baseball gets there, but you almost have to give the runner the benefit of the doubt that they're back because it's such a tough angle. Upstairs, even count. Of course, it's an even more tough angle if he were in the C position, which is between second and third, out there in the middle of the diamond. West Coast League electing to go with 2 umpiring crews, or 2-man umpiring crews. See a lot of colleges at least with 3. Pickoff throw again. This one is late. You do see in the JUCO levels a lot of 2-man crews, and so I'm sure some of these players are used to some of the calls that are made. But for most D1 schools, you're going to see at least 3 umpires, maybe 4, a full crew. Another throw over. 5th attempt is not successful. And this is where the MLB came in and changed that rule so that you can't continue to do this. But I think it's gamesmanship between the pitcher and the runner. If they want to keep throwing over, as long as the runner is always safe, it's quite an interesting complex to have. It also forces the pitcher to rebound after throwing over so many times and throw a strike, which Edwards has not been able to do so far. He's behind in the count 2-1 to Samayoa. Essentially, what you're doing is wasting a couple of throwing motions over to first base if you're a pitcher when you try to pick off. Got a gift strike there on the inner third. It's now 2-2. Samayoa looking for a clutch hit with only 1 out here in the 6th. A 2-0 ball game is very manageable. Another throw over. 6th try is not in time. Anderson is certainly getting his top dirty. You see that decent lead, probably 2 steps for Dillon. 2-2 popped up on the infield. The catcher Williams calling everybody off, discs the mask. And that is out number 2. Last chance here in the 6th inning is Julian Angulo. The Pippins have had a runner at second base once tonight. That was back in the 5th inning. They've left 3 stranded. Angulo has doubles power. First pickoff attempt of this at-bat is unsuccessful. Mark Grange, the first base coach for the Yakima Valley Pippins tonight, making sure Anderson gets back in time. As Angulo sends one foul. Behind in the count, 0-1. Angulo today, 0 for 2. Players were joking with me during the last road trip about the due theory. The guy is due, and there is some weight to be taken with that theory, that if you're 0 for your last 10, well, you're due for a hit. Pippins with only 2 hits on the board. I think the whole team is due tonight. 1-1 is drilled out towards the deepest part of the park, but Tony Otis will drift in with the wind swirling to retire the side. Pippins leave another runner stranded as we are through at 6. The top of the 7th we go. The sun not yet set.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about Westside Pizza?
I love Westside Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
Westside Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. Westside Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
The new Sage Spa is now open at Legends Casino Hotel, offering a variety of invigorating and relaxing options. Call the spa now to book your reservation and prepare to be pampered.
Well, usually when we go to the top of the 7th inning, I say it's getting late at the ballpark because we are in the late innings, the last 3 innings of the game. But it is currently only 8 o'clock here local time. Last night's game started an hour ago if we were playing yesterday. It did not get done until 10:24. Barring any huge innings, we're on pace for a early night at the ballpark, which I'm sure is welcome for both teams. Portland had a 3.5-hour drive up as Schleichart sends a towering shot out towards left field. This one will stay in the yard, though, as Samayoa settles under it for out number 1. Too much launch from Josh Schleichart. Ball had an exit angle of nearly 40 degrees. Not out of the woods yet as Luis Castillo steps up. His first home run yesterday was a line drive over right field. His second one was also a line drive. It went just past the pole and onto the road. A game of catch has begun in the Pippins bullpen as Pangborn evens up the count with a breaking ball. Pearson Pollard, who was getting loose last night, is now getting loose here today. The Pippins would end up going with Garen Gertler over Pearson Pollard last night to face the middle of the order. One bounces. So now 2 balls and a strike. Luis Castillo was dealing with either a bug that flew in his eye or a piece of dirt that kicked up towards his eye. That was why we had a little bit of a pause between the last 2 pitches. Two-one is drilled out towards shallow left. Samayoa is not going to get there as it died off the end of the bat. So Castillo has his first hit today. This one stayed in the yard, though. Brings up Brett Williams. He is 1 for 2 today. Portland now with 4 hits on the evening. A near perfect evening. Just enough swirling wind to keep us comfortable. Temperature at around 80 degrees. Back up the middle and through for a second consecutive hit. Dylan Anderson gets it back in. 2 aboard, only 1 out. Ty's facing his first real trouble since the second inning. He did have base runners on in the 4th and the 6th, but left 1 stranded, and Buckley caught the other one stealing. Eddie Kribbe going to head out to the mound, and it looks like Ty Pangborn's night is done. The motion has been made to bring in Pearson Pollard. Ty fighting to stay in the game, but he will reluctantly exit. A great start for Pangborn, 6 1/3. He did strike out 4. He leaves down by 2 as the Pippins will have to rally behind him when we come back.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
Well, the Pippins actually had 2 lefties warming up down in the bullpen. Pearson Pollard remains, and Governor Frank makes his home debut, believe it or not. Well, actually, he pitched against the Bend Elks 2/3 of an inning. But he's in here in a big situation. 2 are aboard. Both of them belong to Ty Pangborn. A 1-0 record for Governor, 4.90 ERA. 3 games, all of them in relief. Has pitched 3 2/3 innings, striking out 4 and walking 1. He's brought in to face the 2 lefties in the Portland order, Braden Woldridge and Grafton Strope. Governor has kind of been one of those specialist type guys, bridging the gap between one pitcher to another. Soft liner out towards center. Anderson dives. He makes the catch. Dylan Anderson flashing the leather in center field. And there's 2 away. Take a look at this one. 89 off the bat. But Dylan able to make the full extension for out number 2. Breaking ball starts off the at-bat to Grafton Strope. Dylan Anderson spent a lot of time in right field. I'd say he's adjusted to center field pretty well. Must have hit the ground hard. He's got that grimace on his face. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Frank, another softer throwing lefty for Yakima Valley, similar to Koshiarai, but the fastball does have a little bit more life, which allows the breaking stuff to look better than it might actually be. There's that high cheese, 80 miles an hour. A strike away from successfully bridging the gap. Pearson Pollard likely would enter in the top of the 8th in a clean inning. Lefty on lefty. The 1-2 with 2 aboard and 2 away. Popped up. Left side. Ranging back Luna. On the grass. Gives way to Samayoa and it drops. A run scores and everybody's safe. Greg Luna giving way to the left fielder who had to charge a long way. And one of Ty Pangborn's 2 runners allowed comes across the plate. A bloop single. Brings home the 3rd run for Portland, and now runners are at the corners. Another foul ball. This one's back our way, but it is on top of the roof. 0-1. It looked like Greg had that ball tracked down the entire way, and then he hit the cut of the grass and just gave way to Samayoa. Runner takes off. The pitch is fouled back. We can take a look at that last play on defense. It was a high towering shot, but Luna was getting back. He must have heard Samayoa. And then the ball dropped. It was a good effort, but I think that's a ball that the infield has to take. Three of the Pickles' 6 hits have come in this inning. Runner takes off and stumbles. The ball is foul over towards the Pippins bullpen. So again, a Franca strike away. While it officially does not go down as an error, that is a mistake that cost the Pippins a 3rd run allowed. Staying alive is Petey Soto Jr. Grafton Stroop stands at first after the single. Brett Williams is at 3rd. Frank needs one more strike. Not there. The throw goes down to 2nd. The runner's going to get into a pickle, and the run will score. The 3rd out is successfully recorded, but the run is going to count. 4-0 as we go to the stretch here at the Orchard.
Tequila makes her clothes. One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio. Yeah.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop.
Somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Yakima Valley now finds themselves down 4-0
The throw down to second by Ethan Buckley cost the 4th run, so closing the book on Ty Pangborn, he does give up all 4 of those runs on the scoreboard, and all 4 of them are earned. Buckley threw down. The third out was officially a 2-4-3 putout caught stealing, but because it was not a force play, that allowed the run at third to score, and that's smart base running by Grafton Stroop to get into a rundown and allow his teammate to score. So now a little bit bigger of a hole to dig out of. 4-0 with 9 outs left on offense. There's a strike to Kyler Bittner. On the day, 0 for 2. A ground out and a fly out. And there's strike 2. Caught the outer black. Edwards working efficiently since entering in the last inning. Bittner out in front. Sends one on top of lefties. Ryder Edwards, with good reason, was named to the All-Star team for the South with that 1.37 ERA. 23 strikeouts out of the bullpen. Bittner's going to lace a single out into left field. Makes a hard turnaround first, but thinks better of going to second. Third hit of the ballgame for Yakima Valley as they try to complete a 4-run comeback. So now Ethan Buckley with a chance to make up for the less than ideal play. Buckley in his 8th game as the catcher. Ultimately, it was that throw down and then the run down that Stroop got into that allowed the run to score. The ball bounces away as Bittner was stepped on by Glasgow on the pickoff attempt. Mark Grange immediately over to check on him. Either got stepped on or was kicked in the head. Take a look at that last play as Mark Grange still checking on Kyler Bittner. I think he got the brunt of that baseball is what happened. The throw from Edwards got him square in the back. No count still to Ethan as Kyler gets his lead. Called a strike right at the bottom of the zone. Buckley, Hogan, and Garen Guler will follow the Bittner leadoff single. A throw goes over, the tag applied, not in time. The only base runner that Dave Canales has called out has been at second when Joey Wright was caught stealing, and then earlier in the game in the third when Jack Varney was caught stealing. Buckley lifts one out towards right, but it will be foul. Past the picnic deck. 0-2. Ethan trying to at least move Kyler into scoring position. You don't have to get all 4 runs back here in the 7th inning, but you do have to crack that 0 on the scoreboard. Upstairs, 1-2. Dylan Smith left the game after 5 innings, so he does qualify for a win if this score holds. Buckley watches strike 3, unable to get the bat off his shoulder. 1 down here in the 7th.
So now Ethan Hogan, a left-handed hitter, will face the right-handed throwing Edwards. Dylan Anderson had some success against Edwards, the other lefty in this lineup. Hogan from Tacoma Community College takes the first pitch. On the day, Ethan has grounded out to Petey Soto Jr. twice at second base. Yesterday, he grounded out to Soto Jr. at shortstop 3 times. Rock up the middle. Soto Jr. is going to flip onto second for one. Bare hand throw across 4-2. And the Pickles are out of the 7th inning. Another stellar play by the Portland defense as we go to the 8th, 4-0.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With the new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kind of is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
The Yakima Valley Pippins, in partnership with Les Schwab Tires, have partnered up to pack a backpack from now until the end of the season. Help students in our community who are in need of school supplies for the next school year. Every $10 donation of school supplies, donors receive one 2025 general admission ticket for free. The ticket will be valid for either that night's game or any remaining Pippins home game. We have 7 games after tonight is concluded. So please consider donating and helping out the Yakima School District by donating school supplies. New pitcher, as suspected, Pearson Pollard will come into the game. Taking a look at his numbers, 1-1 on the season with a 3.47 ERA, 11 games. But the number that stands out, 36 strikeouts. That is good for sole possession of 3rd place in the West Coast League, sitting behind Gio DeGrom of the Kelowna Falcons and Trey Newman of the Corvallis Knights. First pitch, a strike to Petey Soto Jr. Looking at that strikeout number, Newman has pitched 27 2/3. DeGraw has pitched 37. Pearson Pollard only with 23 1/3 innings pitched. Soto Jr. looked silly there. He went around. 0-2. Dave Canales holds up the fist. And so Pearson has been very good at getting hitters to swing and miss, despite pitching in limited innings. On the ground, foul. Competing against 2 starting pitchers. As we take one more look at that sword from Petey Soto Jr. Watch this. Whoa! Right in near the feet. Staying alive is Soto Jr. DeGraw has pitched in 8 games
6 of them starts. Trey Newman has pitched in 9 games, 7 of them starts. Pearson Pollard is making his 12th appearance out of the bullpen. Dylan Self barking at Mark Magdaleno. Some words being shared between the umpire and the long-tenured Pickles manager. His first base coach, Griffin Williams, is laughing. The 0-2 misses outside. Don't know if he's laughing at what Mags said or what the response from Dylan Self was. 1-2 drops in. There's strikeout number 37 as Pollard moves 3 away from a tie for the lead. Good breaking ball from Pearson, the Texas A&M Corpus Christi Islander. See his glove reflect where he plays. Governor Frank was able to bridge the gap, but not before allowing 2 runs. Dylan Self says that one's upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. This is Joey Wright for the 4th time tonight. 1-0 laced out towards right. Ranging over is Varney. He's in near the pole, but he makes the catch in fair territory for out number 2. First baseman turned right fielder had to range quite a way to catch up to this baseball. Disappears behind the speaker for a second, but is able to make the catch crashing into the fence. Tony Otis is ahead in the count 1-0. Selfishly for Pearson, you want him to strike out everybody and climb to the top of that leaderboard. But in the game situation, it's a 4-0 ball game. You just need outs any way you can get them. Another chance for Varney. He's ranging back, and he reaches up for a 1-2-3 top of the 8th. Pearson Pollard does his job. Pippins bats looking to wake up with 2 innings left to play.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about Westside Pizza?
I love Westside Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
Westside Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. Westside Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
The new Sage Spa is now open at Legends Casino Hotel, offering a variety of invigorating and relaxing options. Call the spa now to book your reservation and prepare to be pampered.
Nice sunset over towards the Cascade Range. As Garen Guler digs in here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Pippins looking to break a 0 as Guler pounds one over to third. It's off the body of Strope, backhanded by right. The throw across the diamond is in time. 5-6-3 on the putout. And again, the Pickles defense continues to shine.
Guler hit this one hard, and what's an error almost any other time is backed up by right and turned into out number 1. And now a first pitch strike to Jack Varney. That just about sums up the night for Yakima Valley. Only 3 hits, a couple of hard hit contact, but when you can't even get the ball to fall your way, that makes it really tough to feel good at the plate. Stroop took the brunt of that baseball. Varney ahead in the count now, 2-1. Jack swinging Kyler Bittner's blue bat. Had success with it, but he is 0 for 1 today. He has walked once, and now he's ahead in the count, 3-1. Pippins looking first for a base runner, and then for their first run. Varney fouls it back. So the count will run full. Ryder Edwards has looked really good out of the bullpen, but he's also gotten some help. A double play in the 7th, now a 5-6-3 put out here in the 8th. Varney laces one out towards left field. It's going to get down. It does not plug the gap as Woldridge is able to cut it off. But a 1-out single brings the top of the order back up to the plate with a man aboard. Varney going the opposite way, 96 off the bat. It's what you do with that outside fastball. So now Dylan Anderson, a hit machine in his own right, but does not have one tonight. Sends the first one into the screen. We will see if Pearson Pollard comes out for the 9th inning. Jackson Burtis is throwing in the Pippins pen. Might depend on if Yakima Valley is able to score a run here. Anderson fooled. It's now 0-2. The Pippins did score 4 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning back on Sunday, but they had given up 8 before that, and so the comeback fell short. Throw to first, not in time, according to Dave Canales. You certainly don't want to have to rely on the 9th inning for your offensive production. 0-2, staying alive. Edwards has heavily featured the fastball tonight. Does have a breaking pitch that sits in the high 70s. That one was a breaking pitch, but it was downstairs. Anderson able to stay alive. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Let's see if Dylan can use the gift. One, 2, blew it by him. Edwards picks up his 2nd strikeout, and there are 2 away. Greg Luna, the last chance here in the 8th inning. If not, then the Pippins pitching staff will be tasked with hanging a 0 and then giving the offense as good of a chance as they can get. Skied out to right. Schleichart moving under it to his left. And a first pitch out ends the inning in the 8th. To the 9th we go. Portland 4, Yakima Valley 2 here at the Orchard.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus, save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
Well, our next telecast will be tomorrow, Sunday, July 20th, a 5:05 p.m. first pitch. Portland Pickles on their getaway day will be facing the Yakima Valley Pippins. Pippins hoping to hang a 0 here and get to the 9th inning with a chance to tie or take the lead. Coverage will begin at around 4:55 p.m. right here on the Pippins video stream. The off day on Monday. Tough part of the order for Pearson Pollard to face in his second inning of relief. Bryson Glasgow, Josh Schleichart, and Luis Castillo, all right-handed, all with power. All facing the southpaw from Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Jackson Burtis continues to warm up as Pollard now with 37 strikeouts on the season. Foul ball, right field. Past the light pole, it's 1-1. We can call this part of the lineup dangerous, but you look at the hitters. Glasgow's 1 for 3, Schleichart's 0 for 1, Castillo's 1 for 3. And although that's a third of the hits, and actually half of the runs, or more than half, that's 3 of the 4. With the bat, they haven't necessarily been doing too much damage. Pollard's behind in the count here, 3-1. It's when you issue walks and give them free passes is when this part of the Pickles order has been causing the Pippins some headaches. (3-1), back out towards center. Anderson ranging back, and he gets under it in time for out number 1. First coming in, now heading back. Dylan Anderson can do it all in center field. And now Josh Schleichart. I mentioned 0 for 1. He's been on base twice, 2 walks. One of them he scored. Still sitting on 15 home runs. The Pippins would love to see him go 0 for the rest of the series and hit his 16th somewhere else. Still have tomorrow's game to play. Fastball right at the top of the zone. It's now 1-1. For Pearson, you've got to be licking your chops, a chance to strike out 2 back-to-back power hitters. If he can pull the right strings. Like that one. Schleichart with a home run cut, unable to catch up with the slider. Does Pearson stick with the slider? He did, and it's just outside. Schleichhardt able to lay off. Getting ready for his redshirt junior season with still the COVID year left to burn. 2-2 skied to right. Varney racing back. A few steps in front of the track. Will settle under it and put it away. One last test for Pearson Pollard. Luis Castillo getting ready to hit. Power hitting right-hander from the Dominican Republic. Punched the Pippins in the mouth last night with 2 home runs. Pearson starts him off with speed. Goes ahead in the count, 0-1. You see Pearson alternate between fastball and slider a lot. He does have an off-speed pitch that he does not break out very often. There was the slider. It was just a little bit early. Yakima Valley at this time will need 4 runs to tie the game. Good slider by Pearson. It's now 1-2. Does he triple up on the breaking ball? Pearson comes home. Instead, it's a fastball upstairs for ball 2. The 500 or so umpires in the crowd disagreed with that call. So now it's a 2-2 from Pearson, and that one comes inside and bounces away from Buckley. So from 1-2 now to 3-2. The battle between Castillo and Pollard. Pearson did allow a home run in his lone appearance down in Portland. It was against Josh Schleichhardt. The payoff pitch. Called strike 3, bottom of the zone. Castillo heads back empty-handed. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. Pippins need 4 to tie and 5 to walk it off. Stellar job by Pearson Pollard.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus, save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
Picturesque night here at the Orchard, Yakima County Stadium. A comeback is necessary. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Pippins. In the bottom of the 9th, down 4-0. Zek Samayoa will get us started.
He's 1 for 3 today. First pitch upstairs. Edwards out to try and complete what would be a 4-inning save. He entered when it was 2-0, but that doesn't matter. If you go more than 3 in a relatively close game, it is considered a save. Samayoa trying to get all 4 runs on that one swing. We saw that up in Wenatchee on opening day. Evan Ellis went 4 innings in relief of Ty Pangborn in a very close game. 5-1 was the final score. Ended up getting the save there. Swing and a miss. If Edwards can complete this inning, it will be his first save of the season, despite pitching in quite a few long relief appearances and earning 4 wins. Samayoa stays alive. So Zek has had a hit in each of his first 2 games with Yakima Valley. Does not yet have a multi-hit game, but has a chance for it right here as the leadoff batter in the 9th. Again, sends it back. The parking lot will have that one, as it is still 1-2. We started the game at 88 degrees. Temperature here in the top, or the bottom of the 9th rather, is now at 75. Samayoa ropes one over into lefties. Continues to fight in the at-bat. Looking at tomorrow's potential temperature, a high of 84 expected with some passing clouds before a chance of a rain shower on Monday. Of course, we do not play on Monday. It is the off day. Downstairs, the battle continues between Zek Samayoa and Ryder Edwards. The All-Star versus the rookie. Samayoa stays alive. You can call him a rookie to the West Coast League. Certainly not a rookie in the eyes of anybody playing baseball. Two other summers playing baseball. The 2-2 bounces in. So Zek has worked the count full. A summer in the Independence League with the Fremont Moo in my home state of Nebraska. A summer on the East Coast playing in the MLB Draft League. A year at Long Beach State, now ready to play at Cal State San Marcos. Payoff pitch. Downstairs, and Edwards wins the long battle. Good start to the inning for Yakima Valley as they have the leadoff batter aboard. Edwards issues his first walk of the appearance. And we're getting into that territory where Edwards is about to have more pitches than Dylan Smith did. Smith ended just shy of 65. Edwards right now with 45. Angulo fouls it back. So 20 pitches sure seems like a lot, but you can accrue 20 pitches very quickly in an inning. Does not take much. In fact, the target for most starters is 15 pitches or less in an inning. And that still is 15 pitches to potentially only 3 batters. Throw to first, not in time. That last at bat went 9 pitches.
Angulo rips one into left field. Back-to-back runners. Samayoa runs through the stop sign. He's going to pull up to third and be safe. A gamble by Zek Samayoa, and the Pippins are in business. Angulo stung this one to the pull side, 98 off the bat. Garrett DeGallier off the corner of your screen did have the stop sign up, but Samayoa read it by himself and ended up beating the throw. That could have went the other way, and it would have been kind of a boneheaded first out. Yakima Valley only has 3 to work with. So now here's Kyler Bittner, singled back in the 7th before being forced out as part of a double play. Downstairs, ball 1. Samayoa rolling the dice and got a favorable number. Angulo not necessarily a candidate to run over at first. Bittner's going to need a base hit, as now the pitching coach for Portland, Christian Scholl, is going to have a meeting with the infield. First real trouble we've seen Ryder Edwards in tonight, as now the Pippins are going to convene with their hitters. Christian Scholl, another one of these experienced Portland Pickles coaches, was a member of the championship team last year, facing against Garrett DeGallier, Eddie Kribbe, and Anthony Alvarado, all in their first season with the Pippins. Sitting with only 9 wins on the season, Yakima Valley is looking for a signature win under Coach DeGallier for the first time this summer. They beat the Walla Walla Sweets 4 times, but ended up losing the Battle of the Basin 5-4. They beat the Corvallis Knights in a closely contested game back on Alzheimer's Awareness Night. And then the only other wins was one down in Ridgefield, that was on June 12th, and one down in Springfield, that was July 9th. And then, of course, Friday's win over the Bend Elks. Two 2-0, the mound meeting does not turn into a strike. That'll give Christian Scholl some gray hairs down in the dugout, as now action has started in the Pickles bullpen. Short flare out to right. Schleichart ranging in. He's going to make the catch. Nobody's at first. And so everybody is safe as Samayoa held up. And there's the first out. A pinch hitter is going to come up for Ethan Buckley. This is the new catcher added to the lineup for the Pippins, Nolan Rowe, getting his first action from San Mateo College. Rowe brought in an incoming freshman, committed to play at San Mateo, 6 foot 185, with Jake Porter and Cole Hansen departing from the squad. First pitch is a ball to Rowe. So Buckley ends his night 0 for 3. And if this game were to continue, Rowe would stay in the catcher's position. Pop up on the right side in foul territory. Petey Soto Jr. ranges and he makes the catch. A costly out number 2. And the Pippins down to their final out. Last hope is Ethan Hogan. Did have a big hit a couple of games ago against Bend, a 2 RBI single in the first inning. The tying run is in the on-deck circle. That's Garen Guler. Yakima Valley just needs to find a way to keep the train rolling.
First pitch, a strike. Looking back at that 4-run ninth inning back on Sunday, the Pippins scored all of their runs with 2 outs. So it is possible. As Hogan sends one into left field, it's going to get down. The Pippins do break the goose egg. It's now 4-1 as the tying run steps up to the plate. Ethan Hogan does keep the train moving. Going the opposite way, an outside fastball. Samayoa scored easily, and now Mark Magdaleno has seen enough from his all-star. The right-hander Ryder Edwards will depart, and a new arm will be on next. The Pippins with the tying run in the batter's box when we come back.
Tequila makes her clothes. One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio. Yeah.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop.
Somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
The pitcher out of the bullpen for Mark Magdaleno is Carter Speets. A 2-0 record through 6 games with a 0 ERA and 2 saves on the season. 11 2/3 innings worked, 8 strikeouts to 3 walks, 6 hits allowed. Did make his debut against the Yakima Valley Pippins. Actually earned a win, going 3 1/3 innings in that June 19th game, giving up only 1 hit and striking out 3. Since then has sort of moved to a back end of the bullpen role, pitching only 1 inning on July 11th against the Ridgefield Raptors. That was one of his 2 saves. The other one was July 6th at the Marion Berries, where he threw 2 innings to close the game and faced only 5 batters. He faces Garen Guler, who represents the tying run for the Yakima Valley Pippins. This would be a save for Speets. The 2 runners aboard belong to Edwards. That represents run 2 and run 3 for Yakima Valley. All Guler needs to do is just keep the train moving and get Jack Varney to the plate with either the bases loaded or a run home. First pitch from Speets. Hard throwing right-hander. 94 on the radar gun. He will supply the power. All the Pippins have to do is make contact. Angulo's at second. Ethan Hogan is at first as Guler is unable to catch up to the fastball. Garen Guler with his last season at Yakima Valley College. Certainly not used to this velocity. Inside, velocity doesn't mean anything if you cannot locate. Speets pitching in his 7th game. Has not given up a run. Guler, high chop on the middle infield. Throwing across the diamond for the 3rd out is right. He could have just stepped on the bag, and the ball game is over. The Pippins brought the tying run to the plate, but were unable
to get out of a 4-0 hole. We finished tonight at 9:02 p.m., a very quick-paced game, as the Yakima Valley Pippins fall to the Portland Pickles 4-1, losing their second series of the season to Portland. It got exciting there in the last inning of play. Pippins seemed to be able to find both the early runs and the late runs, but the middle innings has just kind of been a struggle for them. Shut out until that ninth inning, where they scored their one and only run on an RBI single by Ethan Hogan. Some other numbers in tonight's contest. Ty Pangborn goes 6 1/3, giving up 4 runs, all of them earned, striking out 4 on 5 hits. Pearson Pollard worked a perfect final 2 innings on defense for Yakima Valley, but it was not enough as the Pickles take Game 2. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to tonight's contest. That'll wrap up our coverage of Game 2 of this 3-game series. For all of us involved with the Yakima Valley Pippins, especially with the broadcast, I'm Harmon Johnson, signing off for now, saying stay safe, have a great night, and we will talk to you tomorrow at 5:05 p.m. Pregame will be on the air around 10 minutes before. The Pippins look to salvage the series against the Portland Pickles. Have a great night, everybody. You've been watching Pippins Baseball on the Pippins video stream.